Good morning. What a weird day, huh? You know, a year ago we were saying, make sure you get to church, invite people to church, get in a small group, live connected. Now here we are saying, don't come to church, stay away from each other, make sure you disconnect, socially distance, wear a mask, don't talk to people. What a crazy time. The scripture says that we ought to not forsake the assembling of ourselves together, as the manner of some is, but all the more we ought to be meeting together to encourage one another against the approaching day. And this pandemic has kind of flipped all those kinds of things on their head. It's frustrating. It's hard. I miss you, and I know that you miss being together. The beauty of Christianity, however, is that we do not need to be in a building or even with other people to worship God. You may remember in John chapter 4, a Samaritan woman was concerned about which mountain she ought to worship God on. And Jesus said, "The hour is coming and is now here, when the true worshipers will worship the Father in spirit and truth. For the Father is seeking such people to worship Him." God is spirit. See, He's not confined to a building or a meeting. God is spirit, and those who worship Him must worship in spirit and in truth. That is, spirit to spirit, your spirit to His spirit, and accurately as to who God is. Worship Him in truth. The woman said to Him, "I know that Messiah is coming, who is called the Christ. When He comes, He'll tell us all things." And Jesus said to her, "I who speak to you am He." The Father is looking for people to worship Him. I hope that we'll be back together, meeting in person in a couple of weeks. If not, don't let that limit your worship. You can still worship the Father in spirit and in truth. And He's looking for people like that. Will you be one? I pray you will. We'll see you tomorrow.